Morning everyone, we are back today but in a different park. I'm in St George's Gardens, just around the corner from Gage Street. Sorry, 1 minute. And I'm going to be doing a leg workout this morning. So I'm going to start off with some one-legged elevated squats just on a bench. That's all you really need for these, and just some sort of elevation really. And then gonna get onto some sissy squats, things like that, and just sort of work through some leg movements. I had a little jog earlier, so I know lower body's feeling pretty warm already, so just gonna get into it. Let's go. I'm just starting with sets of 10 for these because I must admit they're feeling pretty tough, and I don't know how many I'm going to get through really, but I might also throw in some plyometric movements in there as well, so we'll see how the workout progresses. Okay, now this is going to sound rather controversial, but I'm of the opinion that it's more important to warm up your upper body and warm down your lower body. What I mean by that is I stretch every evening, and that is predominantly lower body routine. Obviously, look, if you're doing things like plyometrics, very dynamic exercises where you're going to be moving around a lot, jumping up and down and so on, then of course warming up is very important. But if you're just doing body weight squats, things like that, and sissy squats and all of these, you know, there's not really much that can go wrong. As long as your form is good enough, then, you know, you'll be fine. But anyway, I'm going to do a little warm up because I can feel a little bit of tightness in my hips and so on. So just going to have a little couple of stretches, couple of dynamic stretches, that sort of thing. All right, that's a little bit better. Lower body's feeling sufficiently stretched out and loose, so I'm going to go for a few more sets of this. I think I'll make it through another 2 or 3 sets on each for the one-legged squats. Okay, 3 sets in, and I just thought of another good warming up exercise for your lower body, so I'm going to give you a little demonstration of that now. Now this movement can be done a few different ways. If you want a static movement, just hold at the bottom there. So that's more of a stretch, whereas this is more of like a warm-up movement. Quite good for developing the quads a little bit as well. So apologies. I'm gonna get a mic very soon. Okay, I'm done with the one-legged squats for the day. I forget how fucking strenuous they are, because they're not only developing your quads and your hamstrings and so on, but it's also just a lot of core strength, just sort of stabilizing and regaining balance and so on. But anyway, I'm gonna get on some sissy squats now, see if there's something that can support me a little bit towards the end of the movement, where, you know, it's very difficult to balance. But yeah, let's get into it. So I think I'm going to go for 4 sets of 5 on this exercise. I saw a video of someone doing it online a few days ago now, and he sort of took a little rest at the bottom with knees touching the floor, so I'm going to give that a go. Obviously it'll make the exercise a little bit easier, but then maybe I won't have to use the support from the bench, so we'll try it out anyway. Not much easier. Oh, one more. Okay. That wasn't great breathing on that one, but we got through it. Now, I know I've been making this promise for quite some time now, and I apologise for not doing it as of yet. You know, I've got all the excuses in the world, but I won't bore you too much. Anyway, I'm going to set a time restraint on it now. I'm going to do a stretching video by the end of this week, because stretching is such a massive part of my routine. I think it's crucial if you're training, you know, 4 or 5 times a week, or training whatsoever. Actually, you should be stretching, you know, at least as many times as you're training per week. So I'm going to do a video on this, and it will mainly be comprised of lower body stretches, maybe some upper body in there, just releasing the rotator cuffs and the chest a little bit, but mainly lower body. You know, I'm training for a rather long distance run at the moment as well, and when it comes to this sort of thing, running, stretching is vital in not getting injured, basically. So yeah, like I say, by the end of the week, you'll have a stretching video. Okay, I'm just going to take you for a little wander through this park, because it's I really like it personally. Don't get me wrong, it is a graveyard, so a bit depressing, but it's quite nostalgic for me. So there we are, a little water fountain. Don't think that works anymore, but cool, rustic nonetheless. There you go. I think you can see BT Tower in the distance there. Some nice housing on this side. Not sure who this is. Mary, maybe. Fuck knows. Anyway, some sort of religious figure, I'm sure, but pretty beautiful statue. There's like a nursery over that side, and then some housing over here, some new builds. But yeah, lots of tombstones and what have you. But yeah, no, I really like it. This is my little workout spot here. To be honest, this is actually the first time that I've worked out in this park. Don't get me wrong, I've run through it quite a few times just because it's around the area, but yeah, it's the first time I've actually, you know, worked out in there. It's quite nice. Don't get me wrong, it's a little bit dodgy over that corner there in the evenings, but it's alright. Not at 8 in the morning. What happened there? Fucking hell. Anyway, yeah, this is basically it. My friends used to hang out here quite a lot when we were younger. Yeah. Welcome to St. George's Gardens. Anyway, let's get on to another bit of leg exercise, shall we? Now, I know the title of this video is Calisthenics Leg Day. However, this next exercise is more of a plyometric movement. I know the dilemma that I have put you in. However, it's a great movement nonetheless. So we are going to get on to some explosive Bulgarian split squats. Now, Bulgarian split squats in themselves are a great exercise. You know, if you're finding them a bit too easy, doing them with the dumbbell in each hand is great. It was like one of my favorite leg exercises when I was going to the gym. And these are just sort of like another way to make the exercise a bit more difficult, you know, if body weight isn't enough. So let's get into it. The other leg. Alright, admittedly, I haven't done these in a while, and watching that footage back, I know they look kind of pathetic the way I'm doing them, but they are actually incredibly strenuous. As you can see, I'm a little bit out of breath after those 2 sets, going for sets of 10 on each. Yeah, going to try and get a little bit more height this time, I guess. But yeah, just do make sure, as this is a plyometric movement, And as I mentioned earlier, very important to warm up for this one. Okay guys, this is the end of the video. Thank you for watching. I'm just going to take you for a little wander around the dodgy part of the park that I mentioned earlier, see if there are any remnants of last night. But yeah, no, very enjoyable leg workout. You know, my thighs are definitely feeling it, so yeah, no, all around pretty successful, I would say. Yeah, look, here we are. So fuck knows what all of this shit is. I wonder what that fence is protecting. Maybe the tree. Anyway, you know what I mean, just yeah, that shit out of that. What the fuck is that, bro? Yeah. Interesting. Anyway, that's it for today. I've had an idea recently about, you know, also part of my leg routine is cycle. I cycle to work every day and cycle back, so that's about 7 to 8 miles, about 5 times a week. I've had an idea of maybe sort of getting a GoPro or like, you know, getting a camera on my head and sort of filming that, you know, a little monologue as well. Like, so I must admit, I get into some pretty funny situations on the streets of London, so let me know if that is something that you'd be interested in. Anyway, that's it for today. Thanks for watching. Until next time.